Welcome everyone to the #1 video on YouTube. #1. So today I am playing around with the Tiny Arcade, and this is the second Tiny Arcade I have modded. And if you don't know, these little tiny arcades, they're like keychains. You can pick them up at Walmart for like, I don't know, $12. And currently they have 4. They have Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaxian, and Space Invaders. And what you can do to these is you can modify them so that all 4 games can be played on one machine, so you don't really have to go out and buy them all. So I made a little website, a quick little website on how to modify these, and so I figured I'd make a video to go along with it. And let's see if we can see what I did here before I put this thing back together. I am all done. I just finished, and I tested it and it works. But let's see if I can get a pen here. Okay. So, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory if you're looking at the website that I made and how to mod these, but these are your solder areas here. You got A, B, C, and D. You can't see it. It's covered up with the wires, but it is marked. I think you can maybe make out A there. It is marked A, B, C, and D. So A is Miss Pac-Man, B is Pac-Man, C is Galaxian, and D is Space Invaders. So on this one here, I've got 4 wires soldered to A, B, C, and D, and then the part where you jump them, I only have 1 wire soldered right here. I have it soldered over on D. But what I did on the switch was, if you look on the switch that I put on this dip switch, and that way you can individually turn on, you know, whatever game you want to play. So you want to play Miss Pac-Man, you turn on #1, and make sure all the others are turned off, and so on and so forth. But what I did here was I bridged all of the one side of the switch together. So I bridged those all together, ran the wire down to here, and then separately did, you know, the other A, B, C, and D. Then that way it saves you like soldering 3 wires. But I mean, you can do all the wires individually if you want to do that, but fuck it. The second one I was like, that's 3 less wires I have to solder, so I'm gonna do that. So I just wanted to get this on video. I don't know, maybe put this up on that website as well, just in case, I don't know, there's something I missed on the website. It's super easy. I got the idea from watching Ben Heck's show, and he like took all the guts out of one of these and made like a little almost like a Game Boy type thing out of them. But in the process, he figured out that you could just bridge those connections and have any game you want. So he had it hooked up to where, I don't know, he had like 2 switches. He did something complicated. And I'm not about the complication. I like easy stuff. So I simplified it by just going with the dip switch, and it's just simple. I mean, but he did something he's Ben Heck, so of course he's going to do more complicated things. But I'm good with this, and I think most people who aren't on the Ben Heck level can probably appreciate this simpler method. Let me test it here real quick while I'll wait, I can't. The wires for the battery are not soldered on. Trust me, it works. I had them soldered on, but I was going to put this all back together and those wires were in the way, so I solder them when I'm done putting things in here. So anyways, yeah, the Tiny Arcade. Pick these up at Walmart for 12 bucks, and you can modify them and play around with them. And the one thing I gotta say is they are good ports. They're good ports of the games. I would swear the Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man are actual arcade ports, or the actual arcade ROMs. I would think. I mean, they feel pretty and sound pretty real. They sound better than the bigger style arcade things like this that they've been putting out. But the only problem with these is the fucking thing is so goddamn small. Unless you have excellent vision, you ain't playing that shit. I had to put this shit under a magnifying glass to play it. But they're fun to play around with and mod, and I like doing stuff like that. So, yeah, man, pick these up. And I also heard they're coming out with 2 more. I think they're supposed to be coming out with 2 more this summer. I think Dig Dug was one. I forget what the other one is. Maybe Galaga. If they're coming out with Galaga, I'm getting it. I'm getting Galaga. I don't give a shit about Dig Dug really, but Galaga, I want that. Anyways, thanks for watching my incoherent video. We'll see you again next time for another incoherent video. Goodbye. I'm back. I had to show you this thing working, man, because it's freaking awesome. So here it is. I got the Miss Pac-Man. Right now it's set on Space Invaders. So let's turn it on here. There you got Space Invaders. Turn it off. Flick the switch. We'll put on Miss Pac-Man. There's Miss Pac-Man. It's so tiny, dude. Look at that thing. Miss Pac-Man. Let's see. Turn that off. We'll do Galaxian. Turn it on. Pretty neat. So yeah, I just wanted to show you it working. Yeah, so all 4 games on one using a little dip switch. Okay, bye.